Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Shivaji Thorat. So today's date is the 9 August in 2022. So today's topic is the access modifier or non-access modifiers in the Java. In the Java language, are the two types of the modifiers are the used. First is the access modifier and second is the non-access modifiers. When the first is the, I will talk about the what is mean by the access modifiers. When the access modifiers are the when the access modifiers is the accessibility or scope of the class, methods, constructors, class, method, constructors field. When this is known as the access modifiers. When we can change the access level of the field, we can change the access level of the field, constructor, methods and class by applying the access modifiers. And there are the four types of the access modifiers are used in the Java language. And the first is the private, public, protect and default. When these four types of the access modifiers are used in the Java language. And the first is the private access modifier. When the access level of the private access modifier is the, we can access the only class. We cannot be access the any outside class. And the second is the protect. Second is the default. When the default access modifier is the access level of the default modifier is the, we can access the only packages. We cannot be access the only outside the packages. And the third is the protected. When the access level of the protect access modifier is the, we can access the only packages or outside the packages. Or fourth is the public. When the public access modifier is the, we can access the public access modifier is the, we can access the anywhere. We can access the anywhere. We can access the classes, or we can access the packages, or we can access the outside packages or outside classes. We access the anywhere class. And second method is the non-access modifier. When the, what is mean by the non-access modifier? When the non-access modifiers are the, we can provide the information about the characteristics of the class. When the, this is known as the non-access modifier. When the, we can provide the information about the characteristics of the class. When the, it is known as the non-access modifiers. When the non-access modifiers are the seven types of the non-access modifiers are used in the Java language. When the first is the static non-access modifier. Second is the abstract non-access modifier. Third is the final non-access modifier. Fourth is the synchronized non-access modifier. Fifth is the volatile non-access modifier. Sixth is the transit non-access modifier. And is the seven is the native non-access modifier. When these seven non-access modifiers are used in the Java language. When the non-access modifiers are the final keywords are the indicate encode that are the specific classes cannot be method cannot be override, and this is known as the non-access modifier. When the non-access modifier is provide the information about the characteristics of a class and the methods of the variable to variable, the state, final, abstract. These seven types of the non-access modifiers are used in the Java language. When the seven types of the non-access modifiers are used in the Java language. When the static keywords means that are the entity when that's it which the applied the available to the outside any packages. When this is known as the static keywords. When the second is the static keyword means the static keyword means that is the entity to which the applied the outside to any outside the any packages. When this is known as the static or final keywords inside that the specific classes cannot be extend or methods cannot be override. When this is known as the final non-access modifiers. When the final non-access modifiers. So second is the transit. When the transit non-access modifier means the static keywords means that the entity instance of the class, and this is known as the transit non-access modifier. When the transit non-access modifiers are the static keywords can be used in the transit non-access modifier. And the second is the which is the static non-access modifiers. When they provide the information about the non-access modifiers means the provide the information about the characteristics of the class. When this is known as the non-access modifier. And the access modifier, when the access modifiers are the accessibility or scope of the class method, accessibility of the class methods, accessibility of the class methods constructors, or class method constructor calls, or class method access field. When this is known as the access modifiers in the Java language. When the 4 types of the access modifiers are used and 7 types of the non-access modifiers are used in the Java language. When this all non-access or access modifiers is the most important, play the most important role in the Java language. When the 2 types of the two types of the modifiers are used in the Java. First is the access modifier, or second is the non-access modifiers. When these two modifiers are used to the develop the any Java program. Okay, thank you.